mostly recorded between December 2008 and January 2009 by the record label The Young Turks in the studio in West London called XL. So, lots of X's in this situation. The XX is pretty much sort of indie rock, pop, electronica. They have a lot of R&B influences. People like the Neptunes and Timbaland. You can definitely hear that in music. So the band formed because they were students at the Elliott School, and they formed in 2005. And the album is called XX because Roman numeral that would be 20, and that was the age they were when the album came out. So one side has a big X, leaving the second side with the track list. The single I remember from this album was Crystallized. So the album, or the band, put their music up on their MySpace page. Talk about 2000s. And they were discovered there by the Young Turks, which led to their record deal and the recording of this record. On side one, Intro, which is pretty popular from this album. VCR, Crystallized, Islands, Heart Skip the Beat, and Hot Like Fire. Side B had Fantasy, Shelter, Infinity, Nighttime, and Stars. So the band consists of Rami Madley Croft, Oliver Sim, Jamie Smith, and Baria Qureshi. And magazines like Enemy, Rolling Stone, and The Guardian consider it one of the best albums of the 21st century. Unfortunately, I don't. So, this one is probably going to go back to the record store. So I'm not going to replace a sleeve or anything like that. But let's take a look at the poster inside. I find their music okay, but Scientist and Rock Kills Kid. Bands like that. The Bravery. I like them a lot better. But I do appreciate the lyrics for each song. And each song seems to have their own special imagery. So, I've already put in my 2 cents, but I do acknowledge that it is definitely one of the biggest albums of that era, going from the 2000s to the 2010s. I remember seeing the stickers and posters all over New York City and Williamsburg and downtown, back when we had a market for rock music in the city. So, respect XX, but probably won't have a permanent home in my record collection. But I'm sure millions do have this in their collection. To each his own. But I give props to where props are due, and the XX was definitely one of the bigger bands of the time. So, that is 2009's XX by the XX. Thanks for watching. See you next time.